Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to our native set review here on MetaBroz. I'm Moldy Potion. This is my bro, Metacracks.
Welcome back, everyone. If you hear a ridiculous amount of noises upstairs, it's because there is a pretty ridiculous sound system that the family likes to watch movies on. I don't know if it'll start rocking our world, but it may. They just started something.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, with that out of the way, welcome to our native set review.
Yes.
A little late, but better late than never.
Right.
Let's get into the cards without any further ado. Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's jump right in.
No delay, no hesitation.
No delay.
No rando updates.
Let's just go.
All right. Thank you, patrons. We love you, patrons.
Yes.
Appreciate you sticking with us.
As always, we love you.
And if you'd like to join our Patreon, you can go to Patreon. And the link is in the description below. MetaBroz with a Z. I'm trying not to say it, but still say it, obviously. Okay, guys. Here we go. Starting at the top, I'm going to read it. He's going to review it. Why are there bars? Oh, the bars will go away. I just have to be patient. Will they go away? Yes, they will.
There you go.
Beastie Deity.
We're going to apologize in advance for butchering literally all of these names. Do not expect us to say any of these right.
Yeah, I also have a weird undiagnosed form of verbal dyslexia, so there's no hope here. Achi Yala Bopa. 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 3, light, 3 earth, life points 150, has the wall, flying,
Defender.
and defender trait. Yes. Flying and magi-proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's only been 2 years. I'm just starting to get it. 50 bonus to the attack if the Daylight Terror is in play. Additional 50 bonus to the attack if the Mountain Terror is in play. If this page is placed into a discard pile, you may shuffle it into your spellbook. Armageddon or Salvation is the power. Fatigue this beastie deity. Set the current LP of all casters to 500. Shuffle this beastie into your spellbook, or activate the following effects X times, where X is the number of earth, light, and multi-aura pages you control. Special aura or?
Special aura, yeah.
Yes. Target beastie, artifact, or caster is dealt 20 damage. And that's for every single page.
Yep.
Wow.
It's really good.
Light of Creation is the attack. Base damage 100, inflicting 5 burn. An additional 4th wall effect if daytime is active, daylight is active until the end of your next turn. Sorry.
Yeah, no if. Just daytime is active till the end of your next turn.
Oh, it just makes it active.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so this guy's really good. I mean, what do I really need to say here? He is expensive. The deities are going to be a theme. You're going to see a lot of deities here in Native, and this is one of my favorite ones. The power is absolutely crazy. You either just get to set the current LP to 500 and shuffle him back into your deck, or, basically get a super rock rain dealing 20 damage for each earth, light, and spirit aura page you control. I mean, it gets totally out of hand. And you don't have to shuffle this guy away after that effect. You can use that effect every turn. He also swings for an insane amount, and he activates daytime before his attack. So his attack will always be dealing at least 150 damage and 5 burns. So this dude is just insanely good. If you can pay the 3 light and the 3 earth, he's one of the best cards in both aura types, in my opinion.
I don't think that's impossible. I think that's a nice cost for a card that powerful.
Yeah, it's not impossible, especially not if you get those fusion auras, you lucky people who have them, because I don't.
You don't?
No.
I don't either.
No.
Next card. Sorry. Set card. Wait, where are we?
Is it working? Wrong keyboard or something?
Probably.
Oh,
that's
other
not
way.
Right. Here we
There
go. We got the beastie spider. We know this spider, the Djinn. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 forest, 2 earth, life points 80. Has the trap trait, the
Bloodsucker.
Mortal trait.
It's not the trap trait. That's Bloodsucker.
I just always think it's trap because of D&D, and we've already gone through this, and I'm never going to get it right, and that's okay. So Bloodsucker trait, basically life gain, has the immortal trait, and has a melting wax candle. Venomous.
Mm-hmm.
Melting wax candle. 20 bonus to the attack if the forest terror is in play. 20 bonus to the attack if the mountain terror is in play. Contraction. Create a hidden heart token, 30 LP earth artifact with the effect destroyed. Destroy a beastie named Djinn. Arena effect if this beastie can only declare attacks against casters. Whenever a hidden heart token is targeted by an attack, awaken this beastie. Deadly Fangs is the attack, base damage 40 and inflicting 3 poison. I love this card.
Yeah, I mean, you guys saw this card did a ton of work when we were testing it earlier on the channel. If you didn't see, go check out those episodes. It's a lot of fun watching the spider deck kind of go off. And yeah, definitely a great card. Hard to deal with and awakens every time you try to target that hidden heart token. So Yeah, big ups for GN. I love this card.
Yeah. And next card, we've got the, we know some of these. This is
yeah.
cool. Beastie Giant. This is the first set that we started playing before the review. Beastie Giant, DZOvitz?
Javits?
DZ.
Javits?
DZ.
Javits.
So DZ is a 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark, 4 earth, life points 170. Has the fear and stone skin trait, 30 bonus to the attack if the desert or mountain terror is in play. Tribal boost with Beastie Giants will give an additional plus 10 LP and plus 10 attack damage for every Beastie Giant in the arena. He'll also give that bonus to others. Arena effect. If you control at least 2 dark pages, this beastie gains Bloodsucker. This beastie ignores the effects of flying and cannot be destroyed by dark spells. Size over matter is the attack, base damage 60, inflicting scared. This attack deals X damage, where X is the total number of beastie LP this beastie has.
Bonus LP this beastie have, and that is plus X damage. So the attack doesn't change the attack's damage, it just adds more damage to it. Yeah, this guy's completely insane. Once again, you saw him on the channel. This is my favorite giant of the giants that were released in native, though there are some other ones that are really good as well. But yeah, the combination of the tribal plus that attack effect, which basically makes him into a Kinderhook blob, like all of his life bonuses become damage. So if you throw a power up red on Javits, he swings for like 260 or something like that. That's without even any terror bonuses or tribal.
Also, good luck with power up red on a stone skin. That's already that big.
Yeah. Plus he has the fear trigger, and as you probably know with Tehihan, he's only going to cost 3 earth to bring out. So he's totally insane. Love Javits. He's running the giant meta right now, in my opinion.
Then I'm guessing there are a bunch of people also running Hateful Demises.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Hateful Demise, really good in this meta, guys.
Yeah.
If you're not playing Hateful, maybe you should be.
All right. Next card, we have the Beastie Dragon. PA's a bird, 1 per spellbook. Contraction cost 2 flame, 2 earth, life points 100. Has the flash, flying, and stone skin trait. 40 bonus to the attack of the Desert Terra or Mountain Terra is in play. Upon contraction, you may immediately contract a flame or earth spell from your cemetery for 3 less aura. Or you may destroy a beastie bird, caster, dragon, humanoid, or snake. Powerful PA's a bird. Magmic Heat is the attack, base damage 80, inflicting 7 burn. 4th wall effect, if there is magma within eyesight, this attack deals an additional plus 80 damage. If you have contracted at least 4 flame or earth spells with different page names this turn, you win the game.
Yeah, so this is hands down one of the best cards, if not the best card in the set. You know, of course, ignoring the fusion auras, which are going to be essential, but this dude's completely insane. I mean, they went full bore here with Piazza Bird. I remember thinking, how are they going to make Piazza Bird better? Because I love that Cryptid Nation Piazza Bird. And this thing, I wouldn't say it's like definitely better, but it's as strong as.
Yeah.
It's as strong as in its own way. Getting that free spell or free kill upon contract, you're already in the lead with this Piazza Bird. And then, he swings. I mean, I think at Flame Tower, he swings for like 300 or something crazy.
So with the Magma active, is that how he swung for that much? Or was it just simply the triple?
So Flame Tower, specifically, Magma is active, but there's also the triple Terra. Mountain isn't active, but Desert is. So it would be 120 plus 80, so 208. So yeah, he's swinging for 280 at the Flame Tower. And again, he's Flight, he's Stone Skin, he's Flash. This card's insane. Definitely a chase card.
Okay. How do you get Magma active? Is that legal?
No. So they changed it. Now in MetaZoo, guys, names do not trigger 4th wall effects anymore. They removed that. So like it was going to be that the Magma Fusion triggered Piazza Bird because it had Magma in the name. They're cutting that now. I guess they have more effects coming, more names coming, and they don't want to have to watch, basically it means they can't name something Magma, without it triggering Piazza Bird. And so I feel like they're making the decision to switch that so that they don't have to limit the names.
Do you know then if that is just for fun or if there will be access to some sort of Magma 4th wall effect?
We don't know. At this point, it's just been moved to environmental. So it would be up to the event.
So it could be a pseudo environment, but nothing that you could go bring guaranteed that you get that extra 80.
Nope, not right now.
All right, no worries. Last question here. It says 3 or less, and it does not say like to a minimum of 1. So I'm guessing you could cast some spells for free.
Yep, totally.
Okay.
You could cast Explosion for free, even though it's only 2. You could cast a Rock Rain worth 3. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dope. All right. Moving on, we have the Beastie Wolf, Ama Gook. 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 spirit, 3 frost, life points 70. Has the spirit trait, an additional 10 bonus to the attack of the forest, snowing, or winter terrors in play?
It's just forest and snowing. You're
What?
fabricating a third
Oh,
terror
that
there.
bottom symbol for the
Yeah.
yeah, you're right, I was. Weird. 10 bonus to the attack or life points, that is, for either forest or winter.
Yeah.
Tribal boost with Beastie Wolf's fourth wall destroyed effect. If you howl like a wolf, that was the weakest crap out. Howl like a wolf. I just didn't want to do it anyway.
It's
You
all
know,
good.
we got
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
You may shuffle a Beastie Wolf from your limbo into your spellbook.
Nice.
That's great. You're just going to get them back,
Yeah.
basically.
Recycle those Wahilas.
Yep. Rend is the power. Fatigue this Beastie Wolf. All awakened beasties controlled by target opposing caster are dealt 20 damage.
Oh, it's like reverse Wahila. See what they did
Yeah,
there.
that's rad. Ruse is the attack base damage 20, inflicting confuse. Flip a coin. If heads, non-frost pages cost 1 additional neutral to contract until the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This
Just
guy's
slowing
really
him
good.
down. Yeah.
He's really good. It's tough because I feel like Frost right now really struggles with speed. Like Frost is struggling to keep up with the speed that these giants can roll out at, or that light decks can do, or lightning or flame. Basically, all those meta decks just roll out so fast and so consistently, and Frost has a lot of control, but it doesn't have that speed. And I feel like Amaguk is such a great example of that. He is an excellent card, but you need to have 1 Spirit and 3 Frost before you get him out there. You can have 4 in a spell book, so it means you probably build the deck kind of around him, but then you got to make it to like 4th turn, before he comes out, or you got to play the crystal game and hope they survive. So it's tough. You could get a total board lock. If you had 4 Amaguks out and you hit those coin flips with the attack effect, literally the opponent would have to pay like 1 to 4 extra, because that's stacks.
Yeah.
So they have to pay an insane amount for everything that wasn't Frost, but you got to make it to that board state. So I feel like this is a great card, but you really got to control the board to make it work.
That's a very exciting card.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like the old Magic the Gathering days when we find some cards that were near broken from the start. And you did have to take a risk to build in that direction to make it actually work. But just having the option's cool.
Yeah. What was the one that I remember you hated because it would shut down your lightning greaves, but it was activated abilities of artifacts can't be activated. So you just couldn't equip anything. I loved it.
Hate it. All right, moving on. We have the Beastie Bear Nanook.
Love the art on this one.
Yeah, it stopped me for a second. 6 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 light, 1 frost, life point 60. Has the trap trait and the unblockable trait.
Yeah, I got it.
10 bonus attack and life points if the daylight, right? Is it daytime or daylight?
Daytime.
Okay. Or forest terror is in play. Tribal boost with Beastie Bears. When flipped, opposing casters cannot contract any spells until the end of your next turn.
Pretty good.
Yeah. 4th wall destroyed. If fur is within eyesight, target caster recovers 40 LP. Furious Swipe is the attack, base damage 25. Nullify any LP gains on the primary defender until the end of this turn.
Yeah, this is a tech card. I really like Nanook. I think that the worst part of this card is the aura cost. Like, who's playing a light and frost deck? That's a little challenging. But I think everything else about this card is rad. Like, I really like that he has tribal boost for Beastie Bears. We'll see some more bears in this set that I think are really good. And that flipped effect that actually stops opponents from contracting any spells until the end of my next turn. I mean, that's really strong too.
That's powerful.
Yeah. And then when he's destroyed, you recover 40 LP. And when he attacks, nullify any LP gains on the primary defender. Like, this combination of effects is just very tech. But that light frost aura cost, I'm just like, I got to figure out what else I would play if I was trying to build a light frost deck,
Yeah, my only thought is like the obvious is I would just put in Burrowed Omnis and Light Elementals just to have the cheapest like little, army and go wide. And
Golden Bear, definitely would play Golden Bear.
That's true too. Oh yeah, Bear boost. Yeah, you might want to build in the tribal direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool though.
Yeah, definitely a cool card.
Nanook. All right, next we have the Beastie Deity Nega Fook. 3 per spellbook.
You gotta be careful
cost.
saying that name. It's such a crazy name.
It is. I didn't think of it, but okay. I think we got through it all right. 2 lightning, 3 frost. Life points 80. Has the fleet, flying, and magic-proof trait. 15 bonus to the attack. 20 bonus to life points if the lightning or snowing Terra are in play.
Winter.
Hold on. Didn't we just have one that was something different?
That's snowing.
I'm moving on. Fourth wall arena effect. All non-frost pages deal 15 less damage.
That's mean.
Yeah.
That's just mean, and that stacks. I mean, 3 per spellbook.
If there is a winter storm warning for your area, all non-frost pages deal 30 less damage instead.
Jeez.
Cyclone is the attack base damage. Cyclone is the power. Fatigue this beastie. Place target artifact into its owner's chapter.
Nice.
Dude, this is a very powerful card.
Yeah, it's
What is
insanely
going
good.
on?
It's insanely good.
Northwind is the attack base damage 30. Has the paralyze frozen 3.
Yeah,
Sorry,
all right.
I'm sorry.
Frozen 3.
Whew, sometimes the brain. Return all pages under target beastie to their owner's chapter. See, the bad part is when I do stuff like that, I hear how dumb I sound, and that's like the pause where I'm like, wow.
I just did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it makes it worse because then it just goes silent after a weird mouth brain moment. Anyway,
Totally get it.
this beastie deity is pretty damn powerful.
Yeah, this is okay. So how I was saying, Nanook is like really tech, but the cost is the weirdest thing. This is the kind of the same deal, but we have gotten some lightning frost. Like we do have a artifact that generates lightning and frost, so there is some sort of built-in synergy here. But overall, these effects are just wild.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, reducing all non-frost pages damage by 15, and that stacks. And this is 3 per spellbook, so you could have up to 45 damage reduced on everything that isn't frost. Plus, he's fleet, flying, and magic proof. Plus the placing target artifacts into its owner's chapter. This is one of the only cards that's going to let you pick up artifacts again if you want to, or bounce them. And then Northwind, the attack just does everything. It paralyzes, it freezes, it gets bonus damage on frost and lightning, and then return all pages under target beastie to their owner's chapter.
Oh, cool. Walking Sam's out? I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Oh, power up. You have a power up red beastie? Doesn't matter. I'm going to bounce it back to your hand and kill that beastie.
I didn't even think about that.
It's so mean.
That's even better.
Yeah, it's so mean.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, beastie
Yeah.
deity. I'm not going to say his name
Yeah,
again because
dude.
I don't even know what's wrong with it. So not even going to attempt it. Cool. Let's move on. We have the beastie deity Atabe.
So pretty.
2 per spellbook. Contraction cost 2 light, 2 water. Life point 60. Has fleet. 20 bonus to the life points if the Daylight Terra is in play. 20 bonus to the attack if the Raining Terra is in play. Fourth wall contraction. Destroy all beastie tokens. If you are wearing an Atabe pendant, place all opposing beasties in the arena with an aura cost of 2 or less into their owner's chapter. If a real rainbow is within eyesight, place all non-aura pages opposing casters' control into their owner's chapters.
Yeah. So basically, just I just want to take this moment to say that real rainbow is not a legal fourth
All
wall.
right.
So you will never get that effect.
Okay. All right. So let's wrap up here. Sun and Rain is the attack base damage 30. All Terra bonuses for light,
Daytime,
daytime.
lake. I'm just going to get ahead of that one.
You knew I was going to mess it up.
Yeah.
Rain and duck.
River.
I know. I'm being
And
a
duck.
jerk. Gain 20. That's attack and LP until the end of this turn.
Yeah. So this is really, really good. I know that we laughed our way through this card, but Atabe is an incredible card. 2 per spellbook. Auto destroys all beastie tokens just on contract. That alone makes it worth it.
Yeah, just that.
But then add in the fact that she has fleet. She's actually a decent size beastie who swings for a decent amount and increases all terror bonuses. That's for each attack. That stacks. So if you lightning in a bottle her, for each lightning in a bottle, you're going to increase terror bonuses by 2020. So yeah, and you can have 2 out at a time. So like Atabe could just completely wreck a game. Like it would just boost all your beasties. You go wide and then you swing for a bunch. She would go great in a light elementals deck, or anything really that played like unicorn deck that played a lot of daytime terror bonuses. Yeah, she's definitely really good.
Man,
makes me want to build like a unicorn crab deck.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Unicrab Corn.
Unicrab Corn.
Beastie Dinosaur Ogo Pogo is our next card. 2 per spellbook. Contraction costs 3 water. Life points 80. Has the trap trait. First strike. 30 bonus to the life points if the River Terrorism. I don't even try to
River
do it.
is the duck. Remember?
Why would I try? Okay. Thank you. 30 bonus to the attack if the Rain Terror is in play. Fourth wall arena, if you are wearing a shirt with an Ogo Pogo on it, beasties that are flipped face up gain first strike until the end of that turn. Beasties with trap deal plus 20 attack damage. Water Veil is the attack Base damage 20. If a page was flipped face up this turn, end combat after this attack resolves.
Yeah, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
So this guy's bringing traps back, baby. I really like Ogopogo. I think if he were alive when we were doing the water tower, if he were alive, if he were playable when we were doing the water tower, this dude would have been a star. I love that he gives all traps just plus 20 damage. That also stacks. So if you have more than one Ogopogo out, or you start doing some shenanigans with Walking Sam and making tokens, that's going to keep on stacking up to give more damage. If a page was flipped face up this turn, end combat after this attack resolves, and he has first strike. So basically, as long as a trap flipped, you've got a first strike beastie who will strike and then end combat. So you could play this in a trap deck where you're knowing like, okay, cool, they flipped one this turn. That means that I get to block with Ogo and just stop combat, score damage and stop combat. This is just a really good card that I think we're going to see a lot of interesting trap tech with. So keep your eyes on this guy.
Yeah.
And he's a dino. I love my dinosaurs.
Everybody loves a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Beastie Chibi Wendigo, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, life points 10. 10 bonus to the attack if the full moon terror is in play. Once per turn, if you control a Beastie Chibi or a Beastie named Wendigo, you may contract this Beastie from your limbo. This Beastie can only attack casters. Fourth wall destroyed effect. You may howl to search your spellbook for a Beastie named Wendigo and place it into your chapter. If you're in a woodland at night, you may place a Beastie with Wendigo in its name from any place into the arena awakened. First howl is the attack, base damage 10.
Yeah, so, I mean, first of all, freaking adorable. Afton just nailed the art on this. But yeah, Chibi Wendigo is going to be a kind of a tech chibi. I mean, it's cool that you can use the destroyed effect to search for a beastie named Wendigo, and we know that Dark has a lot of like sacrifice, you can destroy your own beastie type of effects, so you could access that, which might be pretty cool. But I think the really cool part of this is actually that first thing, the once per turn, you can contract them from your limbo, because that means if they ever create kind of a death and taxes meta in MetaZoo where you get to, like, maybe when you bring a creature into the arena, the opponent loses a life, or maybe you gain a life, something like that. I feel like Chibi Wendigo is going to be a great combo piece in that sort of meta, but we haven't seen it yet. So this is more of like, he's a cute card, he's a decent card, but more so I think he's going to be a combo piece later.
Yeah, I can see that getting dangerous if someone builds the right deck for sure.
Yeah.
All right. We have Beastie Demon, a new Wendigo.
Yeah, this is good.
1 per spellbook, contraction cost 5 dark, life points 100.
Destroyer.
Thank you.
Yes.
30 bonus to the attack if the Sundown Terra or Dust Terra is in play. 20 bonus to the attack if the Nighttime Terra is in play. Fourth wall, if an opposing beastie was destroyed this turn, you may whistle to contract this page from your chapter, limbo, or cemetery for 6 dark into the arena awakened.
Insane. It's so insane.
Fourth wall, arena effect. If you are wearing a skull mask, damage dealt by this beastie cannot be prevented or reduced. Sheesh. If you are in a woodland at night, this beastie gains first strike and infectious. Yeah. Dark Psychosis is the attack, dealing a base damage of only 100 and confused.
Yeah.
What is this?
What else do I have to say?
What?
Yeah, so when I said Piazza Bird's basically the best card in the set, this is the other best card in the set. Wendigo is over the top insane. Like they basically said, why not? They said, why not with Wendigo? Because he's got everything. I mean, for a 5 cost, these stats are through the freaking roof. 100 LP, Destroyer. By the way, Destroyer, guys, means that anything he deals damage to is going to be destroyed.
Oh, it's like Death Touch.
Yeah, it's like Death Touch. So he can just destroy everything. If an opposing beastie was destroyed this turn, you can whistle to contract him back from chapter, limbo, or cemetery. Chapter, limbo, or cemetery into the arena awakened, which means that you don't even have to play him from hand to get him fatigued. You could just get something destroyed that turn and then play him from hand awakened and then swing for 100. I mean,
wow.
And then the skull mask, they can't prevent or reduce the damage. You can wear a mask. You can wear a skull mask. I'm just like, dude, this card.
Hold on. How are you attacking with Fleet? You're not attacking with Fleet.
So it says, if an opposing beastie was destroyed this turn, you may whistle to contract this page from your chapter, limbo, or cemetery for 6 dark aura into the arena awakened.
Oh, it does say awakened. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I just heard you say Fleet in my brain. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you get him back after he's already been destroyed, he's going to be coming right in and swinging again.
You pay 1 more to give him fleet,
Yeah,
essentially, and
essentially.
you can just bring him back anytime you lose him. And chances are he's going to kill whatever he touches.
It's actually
And
better
if
than
he
fleet.
doesn't kill what he touches with his death touch and then his 100 damage, he also has the potential to confuse them, which means they'll kill themselves.
It's so crazy. This card is
He could be
busted.
hitting for 150 death touch confuse that's preventable, first strike, and infectious.
Yeah, you could put bloodlust on him and he'll swing for 300.
I gotta move on. That's insane. Whoa. Okay. Next card. Coming down off of Wendigo. Beastie Deity, Winna Laga Liz. Yep. 3 per spell, but contraction cost 1, water, 3 dark, life points 80, has the trap trait first strike, 20 bonus to the attack at the nighttime, or Ocean Terror is in play, additional 20 bonus for that life points for the Ocean Terror. You may contract this beastie anytime an opposing caster declares an attack to have this beastie become the primary defender that combat. Upon contraction, destroy an opposing beastie with first strike. Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Big fan.
Invisible Assault, base damage 30. Fourth wall, if you are wearing fake blood, another target beastie you control gains immortal until the end of this turn. That's cool. Wow, I like this card.
Yeah, so this card is one of my favorite cards in the set. This is actually the first card that I went right out and bought singles of because this is the Quetz Killer. Not just the Quetz Killer, this is also the Uctina Killer, which you guys have seen on our channel, Uctina Rex, and we'll get to that later in the set review here. But yeah, so you can contract it at any time. An opposing caster declares an attack. It becomes the primary defender. It has first strike. If night time's out, it's swinging for 50. It gets an extra 20 against lightning pages. If Ocean's out, that means it's swinging for 90, which is enough to kill Quetz. But not only that, when you contract it, you automatically get to destroy an opposing beastie with first strike. So when you play this thing, you could potentially kill 2 Quetzes with this one card.
And save a beastie. Because, like, let's say
it stops the attack.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't stop the attack, you give another beastie immortal.
You give it immortal, right?
So there's a lot. Wow.
There's so much happening on this card. I absolutely love it. I mean, nothing feels better, guys. Nothing feels better than contracting a good beastie like this for 4. It only costs 4, and getting a free kill right off of the contract, and then getting to use it in combat and getting another kill because of the first strike. I mean, yeah. Weena's my boy. I love my Weenas.
Moving on. We have the Beastie Bird. We know Rainbow Crow, 3 per spellbook. Contraction costs 2 light. Life points 35. Has the flying trait, 10 bonus to the attack. If the Daylight Terror is in play, 10 bonus to the life points if the Rain Terror is in play. Fourth wall, if a rainbow feather is within eyesight, this beastie gains fleet. Upon destruction, you may search your spellbook for a beastie named Rainbow Crow and place it into the arena fatigued. So he just recycles himself back into play.
Yep.
The lessons of health is the power. Fatigue this beastie bird up to 3 different target beasties. Recover 25 LP. Never used it, but was always happy to have it.
Yeah.
Rainbow Peck is the attack, base damage 30, inflicting 1 flame. Until the end of combat, this beastie is considered to be all aura types.
This card's insanely good.
You
guys heard me talk about it on the show, and you saw it. I mean, he was doing great work with it. He doesn't have fleet, but he comes into the arena awakened. Well, he gains fleet, you know, from the feather. The lesson of health, the power, would obviously be really killer, not only as a healer, but also with water to wine to deal 25 damage to 3 different targets. Until the end of combat, he's considered to be all aura types, which just means he's always going to have aura advantage on whoever he's swinging into. The only aura type that has no aura advantages are cosmic and neutral. Everything else gets bonus damage from, depending on who they're swinging into. And Rainbow Crow's always going to hit that. Plus, the burn means it blows up Gumbaroos. Love this card. Fantastic card.
Yeah, totally. Next card. Oh, yeah, we know these guys. We got the Beastie Snake, the Yucatina, 3 per spellbook. Contraction cost 4 light. Life points 100. Has the fleet, first strike, and magic-proof trait. 40 bonus to the attack if the daytime terror is in play. This beastie ignores the effects of flying. Fourth wall arena effect. If a rainbow jewel is within eyesight, all light beasties you control, not named the Yucatina, gain regen and plus 10 LP. That's badass.
So good.
Your No Warrior is the attack, base damage 50. This attack deals X damage, where X is the amount of damage on this beastie.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the other star of the set. Everybody's chasing Yucatina. This is literally like Quetz for the light aura type. I mean, it is 3 per spellbook, 4 drop, 100 LP, fleet, first strike, magic proof. I mean, holy crap.
Up to 90.
That's
and
insane.
It's not hard to get that daytime terror in play.
And then it gets the bonus, attack damage. It ignores the effects of flight, so it can swing right into flying. I mean, Uctina is just nasty. This is definitely what you're trying to kill with Weena Legalis. This is also what you're saving your hateful demises for, because these guys will end the game on you so quick.
All right, next card. We have the beastie deity, Bo in AL. 1 per spellbook, contraction cost, 1 light, 2 cosmic, life points 70. It has the magic trait, I'm not stopping. And the, what is that one?
That is self-destruct.
And the self-destruct trait. 50 bonus to LP if the nighttime terror is in play, 30 bonus to LP if the cosmic terror is in play. The stars terror is in play.
Yes.
Contraction, when this beastie enters the arena, I just make you look good. That's what I'm here for.
I love it.
Enters the arena, you may place it on top of a beastie named Marohu you own in the arena. All right, so there's a little like joint team up here going on. Destroyed. If a beastie named Marahu is under this beastie, place this beastie anywhere into the arena and place that Marahu on top of it. Okay? Tears of the Crop Water, base damage 50 is the attack. Activate the following effect X times, where X is the number of pages in your chapter. Target page is dealt 10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a good card, definitely like a combo piece tech card. Basically, what's going to happen with that Marohu, the counterpart to this card, which is probably going to be the next card we see, is that when one is destroyed and it's on top of the other, they basically just switch. And then one's on top. When that one's destroyed, they switch. Okay. And so you basically get an eternal defender who's always going to be there even when it gets destroyed. It'll just recycle to the other version of the card. This one I think is a little bit better if I remember correctly, because that 50 damage attack plus the 10x damage depending on how many cards are in your chapter, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. You could work that into a deck where you're drawing a lot of extra cards and just be sending a ton of damage with every attack. So I like it. I think these guys are cool. I kind of wish it was more than 1 per spell book so you could have like a bunch of those combos, but it is really strong. He only
costs 3, life points 70, and magic proof. That's,
he's really strong.
Yeah, and you can get him very easily up to like 150 life.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Our next card is Beastie Deity. Yeah, you knew it. Deity, Marohu. 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 light, 2 cosmic, life points 70 as well. Magic proof, self-destruct are the traits. 50 bonus to the attack if the daytime terror is in play. I'm saying daytime and it's daylight, right?
It's daytime.
Never mind, I'm saying it right. Yep. Life points 30, the cosmic terror, stars terror is in play.
Yep.
Upon contraction, when this beastie enters the arena, you may place it on top of a beastie named Bo in AL. You own the arena. Destroyed if a page named Boniel is under this beastie, place this beastie anywhere in the arena and place that Boniel on top of it.
Yep. And then same thing, 50 damage attack, but this
swap.
This one burns everything for 1.
All right. Yep. Illumination of Skies, the attack base damage 50. Inflict all opposing beasties with 1 burn.
Yep. So you just, once again, you're going to get that flip. And the cool thing is because they both have self-destruct, you can activate traits even when something is asleep or, whatever. Now you would need to, technically you do have to fatigue it to activate self-destruct. So I guess that's not a great example. But what I'm trying to say here is if they're paralyzed, if Maruhu was paralyzed, you could just activate the self-destruct and then it would flip and you'd have a fresh beastie with no paralyze on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It does. Yep. All right. Next page, we have Beastie Deity, Ago Joe Sojo.
I've just been calling him Mojo Jojo.
The Big Star. I love this art.
Yeah, this is so good.
3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 light, 2 flame, life points 90, has double flash and flying for its traits. 30 bonus to the attack if the daytime or Desert Terror is active. Burn to Ash is the power. Fatigue this beastie deity. Deal 30 damage to target opposing caster for each burn counter that caster has. If that caster has 7 or more burn counters, they are dealt an additional 100 damage and have all burn counters on them removed. Upon destruction, you may contract this beastie as a daytime special Terra page without effect text. Sorry. Did I say that right?
Yep, you did.
Okay.
You did. So basically, when this thing is destroyed, it becomes a Terra page rather than going to your...
Got it. And then Carwall is the attack.
Carwall?
Bro, War Call is the attack. Base damage 30. And inflicting burn. You're going to roll for that one.
Yep.
All other beasties you control deal plus 10 attack damage until the end of this turn.
Yeah. Once again, these beastie deities are freaking incredible.
I love them.
3 per spellbook. You got to figure out the aura cost. I know, that is the toughest part with all of them.
Not impossible, though.
2 light, 2 flame. No, not impossible. And what you get for it is freaking incredible, man.
Yeah.
This is a huge card that can do a ton of damage. And if you're playing it in a deck with like Griddle Grease or Pete that can throw that 7
Right.
burn on right away,
Instantly.
or Piazza Bird also does 7 burn right away.
Dang.
Yeah, you could score some serious damage with this guy. He's going to be a menace at the Flame Tower too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, swinging for like 240 at the Flame Tower. Yeah,
I like it. Next up, we have the Beastie Deity Asintima.
Asintma.
1 per spellbook, contraction cost 1, light 2 forest, life points 40. Has the convert and invisible traits, 15 bonus to the attack, and 15 bonus to life points if the daytime or forest terra is active. Upon contraction, choose 2 different terras. Those terras are considered active until this beastie leaves the arena. Whoa, that's powerful.
That's really cool.
Invisible and convert, and it's giving you terra.
Yeah.
I love this card.
Yeah.
Upon destruction, you may contract this beastie as a forest special terra page without effect text. So it just turns into a terra after you lose it.
Yep.
Nature's Lash is the attack, base damage 30, inflicting 3 poison. Target beastie or caster recovers LP equal to the total damage dealt by this attack. Target beastie. Wow.
Yeah, so it's anywhere you
Wow,
want.
so it's like a life drain, life link situation. You're like taking and giving.
Yep. This is a really cool card. I really like Asintma.
Yeah.
I think that this is cool. Like light and forest are both aura types that, you know, forest is a very common terra, but there's also usually some other terra, like, you know, with some of the Sasquatches, there was like swamp and forest, or with some of the light pages, there might be daytime and forest. So Asintma is really going to help to fill in those gaps without you actually having to play those terra pages.
All right. I like it. Like the art too.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have the Beastie Deity Caribou Mother, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 spirit, 2 forest, life point 60. Has the convert trait and spirit trait, 15 bonus to the attack if the daytime or forest terra is in play. Tribal boost with Beastie Deers. Nourishes the power. Fatigue this beastie deity. All other beasties you control gain plus 10 LP plus an attack damage until the end of this turn. 4th wall arena effect. Create 2 spirit caribou tokens, 10 LP, forest spirit beastie deer with a 10 damage attack and the spirit trait at the end of your turn. Period. If it is Earth Day, create 4 spirit caribou tokens instead. Charge of hooves is the attack, base damage 30.
Yep. So another cool beastie deity. You guys know that I love the Ghost Bambi decks and the White Stag and Ghost Deer and stuff like that. And Caribou Mother plays right into that meta, being able to make those token deer and then get the bonuses. I think that this card is really cool. I think that at a 4-drop, I'm just not sure if it's going to do enough that like I need to include it. I think it's a cool card. I just don't know if it does more work than like, you know, Walking Sam or like, you know, a White Stag or even Gumbaroos. So it's like, it's hard for me to think of exactly where I'm going to put it.
It's a build. It's a build.
But
it's like it's like you started by saying, if you like the whole like Ghost Bambi thing and you're kind of moving into the stag caribou direction of deer and all that, it's just fun to have the flavor there. Remember Scott's squirrel deck that I always think about?
Yeah, totally.
So yeah.
Totally.
All right. Moving on, we are going to do a few more here before we wrap, guys. Beastie Sasquatch Skookum, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2, forest. Hold on. Are we now in the green?
Nope.
We're going to keep going.
Yep.
2 forest LP is 65. Double regen, so we'll be recovering 20 life points at the end of every turn. 20 bonus to the attack if the forest terror is in play. 20 bonus to life points if the mountain terror is active. Tribal boost with Beastie Sasquatch. Arena effect, if you control an earth Beastie Sasquatch, forest Beastie Sasquatches you control gained stone skin.
Nice.
Oh, okay. This effect does not stack. Beam of Light is the attack, base damage 20. This attack deals plus 40 if a page named Medicine Stick is in the arena.
Nice. So see, that's how they're going to start treating the name thing. Rather than saying, if a Medicine Stick is within eyesight, they're going to say, if a page named Medicine Stick is in the arena.
That's all right.
So
that's
that
cool.
they can specify that they
Yes,
want
you can
the effect.
pair up cards to get the bonus.
Yeah.
That's great. I like that a lot.
Yeah, great card.
Yeah,
Also, great
cheap.
card. Amazing 2-drop.
He's going to hang out for a while.
Yep.
The tribal boost is huge. The double regen is huge. Oh man, I think this is crazy.
He's the best 2-drop Sasquatch, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's the best one. And the fact that he gives the stone skin if you have an Earth
Dude,
Sasquatch out.
Hitting for 40, up
card.
to 80, aura advantage against dark and spirit.
Yeah.
And he's got tribal boost on top of that. And he's got double regen. There's a lot. And the stone skin. Woo.
It's a good card.
I like
Real
him.
good card.
Badass art too. All right, next up we have Beastie Deity Aha Utah War Twins, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 forest, 2 lightning, life points 40, has the fleet trait, tribal boost with Beastie Deities. I like it.
Yeah.
Fourth wall contraction. If a spear is within eyesight, destroy 2 target token pages. Divide and conquer is the power. Fatigue this beastie deity. Inflict up to 2 target beasties with poison 1. Create 2 twin warrior tokens, 40 LP, lightning forest beasties with a 40 damage attack and tribal boost for beastie deities. Destroy this beastie. Wow.
Yeah.
Big spear, little arrow, 40 base damage to the attack. Target beastie is dealt 25 damage. So that 25 damage is in addition to the 40 attack.
Yep.
And you can send that anywhere you want
Anywhere
in
you
terms of
want.
beasties.
Yeah, this is a great card. This is a really good card. I mean, yeah, I think they did a great job really encapsulating the feel of lightning and forest mixing. I mean, this is
Yeah.
an aggressive, fast-paced card that has a nice tribal boost for the beastie deities, and then you get 2 token pages to destroy right off the contract, and if you decide to use that power, you get some nice bonuses. This thing gets destroyed, but then you basically get 2 copies of it in the arena to attack with. But for me, the best part of this card by far is that attack effect. Target beasties dealt 25 damage. That's so clean.
You got a mini wood devil. You can toss 25
nice.
wherever you want.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it has double advantage against water, which means that 25 is actually 65 to a water page.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Radical. All right, moving on. We have the beastie snake. We're still in the rares.
Mm-hmm.
Hayatlik. All right. 1 per spell with contraction cost 4 lightning, life points 70 as first strike, 30 bonus to the light points if the lightning tear is in play, 30 bonus to the attack if the ocean tear is active. 4th wall, spear to the sky. If a whale bone is within eyesight, place target beastie under a beastie named Thunderbird or Hayatlik, this card basically. All beasties named Thunderbird or Hayatlik without the following destroyed effect gain the effect destroyed. All beasties under this beastie are placed into the arena under their owner's control and are inflicted with lightning. You lose 75 LP. Tongues out, nose up is the attack, base damage 50. I read the paragraph, but I don't even know what I read. Please tell me what's going on.
I shall translate. So, E.G. Rack, you bring him out, you get to place a beastie under it, he's out of the arena.
Yep.
Hayatlik gets to do that repeatedly, and you get to place that beastie under either Hayatlik or under a Thunderbird. So, and remember, there are other things named Thunderbird. There are also spells in the set you will see that will name things Thunderbird. So you can use Hayatlik to just take a beastie and just put it under Hayatlik. It's gone. Until Hayatlik is destroyed, that beastie is gone.
Okay,
And
out of play.
Hayatlik is a first strike.
Got it.
Who swings for up to 80.
That's great.
This
I
is a
get
really,
that.
really good card.
Yeah.
I can see why they made it 1 per
It
spell
was just
book.
the paragraph. I forgot what I was reading by the time I got to the end, but now I understand.
It's so good, dude. Like lightning mirror matches. Oh, I just take your
take him.
Quetz.
Yep.
He's just gone.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really good.
But that's why you only get 1.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep.
All right. Next up, still in the rares.
Yep.
We've got the Beastie Witch Raven Mocker. We know Raven. 3 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 dark, 1 spirit. Life points 40 is invisible. Life points 20. 20 bonus to life points if the
Dusk.
Thank you. Tears in play. 20 bonus to the attack if the nighttime tears in play. 4th wall, you may caw to contract this page at any time. Oh my God.
Love it.
4th wall arena, whenever a page is placed into the limbo or cemetery, place it into the afterlife instead. Once per turn, when a beastie is placed into the afterlife, you may caw to have this beastie gain 30 LP. Hearts of the Damned is the attack, base damage 10. 4th wall, this attack deals plus 15 damage for each beastie in the afterlives, plural, so that's all of them.
Yep.
If you are in the Linville Gorge, double this beastie's attack damage. Very powerful card.
Insane. You guys know I love Raven Mocker. I was building the deck for a while. I wanted to make sure I could play it properly on the channel. I'm sure I still miss some triggers. Shout out to those of you who helped me out with that. But yeah, this card's crazy. It's a 2-drop. You can contract it at any time. It's invisible. It's going to swing for a lot because cards will go to the afterlife and it will continue to grow. In our game, Ravenmocker had like 170 LP and it was swinging for 90. Not only that, it instantly shuts down gassy decks or any decks that
goes
access
the
their cemetery or limbo. Just shuts them down immediately. So huge fan. Love Ravenmocker. Plus it's a beastie witch and that's one of my favorite tribes.
Dude, cheap.
Yeah. 2 cost.
Cheap and powerful.
Dose.
And
Dosars.
radical art.
Yeah.
All right, we have our rare neutral BC deity, Tiso Hano AI. 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 4 neutral, life points 80, double flash with flying for its traits. Life points get an additional 10 bonus if the daytime tear is active. Upon contraction, you may search your spellbook for up to 3 daytime basic Terra pages and place them into your arena. Fourth wall, Flare the Earth. If a real solar flare occurred this game, you may pay 5 aura using any combination of light or flame to destroy all beasties in the arena. Burning Brightness is the attack, base damage 20. Beasties with daytime deal plus 10 attack damage until the end of this turn.
Yeah, so I've got mixed feelings about this card. I'll be honest, I don't think it's that great. I would love it if there was some way to access that power, Flare the Earth, but considering a real solar flare needs to have occurred during the game, I don't think that power is ever going to get triggered. So this is basically a 4-drop who has a decent toughness and then is going to give you the double flash and has flight. The attack's not going to do much, but hey, beasties with daytime terror bonuses will deal plus 10 attack damage for each time this thing attacks. So I like it. I think it's definitely best in a unicorn deck because remember, unicorns get plus 10 extra damage for every daytime terror in the arena. This guy lets you search out 3 daytime terrors.
Oh, that's huge. That's cool.
He's the powerhouse of the unicorn deck.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate this card, but like, are you going to play it in anything except a unicorn deck? Probably not.
Do light elementals get daytime bonus?
The stained glass tokens won't, but the light elementals themselves would get the bonus.
It's not really worth it. It's a little bonus, but yeah. All right, cool. Moving on. Next up, we have another rare neutral. Beastie White Bison, 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 3 neutral, 80 life points, has triple regen and 20 bonus to the life points of the daytime terror is active. Upon contraction, search your spellbook for a beastie with a spellbook limit of 1 and place it into your chapter. Good Omen is the attack, base damage 0. All beasties recover 20 LP. Wow.
Okay, so this is a fantastic card in comparison to Sohanoi, who like I said, really want that to be a good card. It's just so situational. This White Bison, or as we like to call him, Mike Bison, is an excellent card. 3-drop, has the same body as Sohanoi, got that 80 LP, gets the 20 from daytime, so it'll be 100 LP. Triple regen. Triple. So by the time the turn cycle comes back around, you awaken this guy again, he's going to have recovered 60 LP, which means he can just block up to 60 damage every single turn.
Wild.
It's totally fine. Also, his attack is going to make him recover 20 more. So he can recover his full life in one turn cycle. And the contract effect is index. It's just only for beasties with a spellbook limit of 1.
That's fine.
But that's fine.
Those are the most important ones.
Those are the most important. Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm a huge fan of my Bison. I think this is a fantastic card. I think everybody should play it.
Moving on. We have a spell, Seismic Shockwaves, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 4 earth. All beasties and artifacts without flying are dealt 50 damage. All beasties with burrow lose 30 LP.
It's mean, man. So, you know, the burrow beasties are technically going to have lost 30 LP and be dealt 50 damage.
Oh!
So this is kind of like a burrow wipe. But I like that they added the losing 30
Absolutely.
LP because there are some burrow beasties that have stone skin, like cement worm. So they're doing that lose LP to try to get around that stone skin a little bit.
That's rad.
Great card.
Yep, enough said. Awesome card. Next up, we have the rare spell Winter Solstice, 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 3 frost. You may contract this page at any time. All aura generated this turn is considered to be frost. Place this page into the afterlife. Or all non-frost pages are inflicted with frozen 1 and lose and cannot gain first strike until the end of your next turn. Chances are most of the time I'm going to be going for that top effect to just shut down the opposing player's entire casting schedule because they no longer have the aura they need if they're not playing Frost like me.
Yes, it is so mean. That first effect is so much better than that second effect. First effect is disgusting. And now you might be like, well, couldn't I just respond and generate all the aura I want? Yeah, but then you'd have to use it all before this resolves. Because once this resolves, it's going to change all of that aura
so you need
into
any
frost.
time to hop on top of the stack, essentially.
Yeah, because you could go, oh, no, I'm going to generate 10 flame right now, but that flame will become frost when this resolves.
And it will resolve unless you have spells to immediately cast that have to be anytime because you're in the middle of a stack where you just pass priority.
I've had people be like, this card's not great, and I'm like, nope, it's actually fantastic. This card is disgusting. If I could play more than one in the deck, I absolutely would. It's basically just, no, you don't do anything on your turn.
Yep, my turn.
Yeah.
It's, what was the water card that gave you the extra turn?
Yeah, it's like River of Time.
It is.
It's just you get to attack.
Cheaper
and
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the spell Rainmaking, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 water. You may contract this page at any time. Fourth wall effect, each caster bookmarks 2 pages. Any caster without pages in their spellbook loses the game.
There you go.
If the weather forecast predicts a 50% or higher chance of rain for your current location, this page's resolution cannot be prevented. This seems very dangerous, and this seems like something that is going to end a lot of games, especially when you combine it with some type of forced discard.
Yeah, I mean, finally, we've got a win con for mill decks.
For real.
You could make a mill deck and actually win with it now in MetaZoo if you can figure this out.
Man.
But even so, this thing's really strong. 2 water aura, anytime, bookmark 2 pages. I know the opponent bookmarks 2, but this is just a really strong spell that I could see people using, even if they're not trying to get that win
of course.
con.
3 per spellbook, dude. You get 6 extra pages. Just rush it. Just go for it.
Totally.
I love it. All right. Next up, are we in yet? No, we're still going through. We have a rare spell, Falling Stars of Ask We Da-Eed. 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 3 cosmic. Awesome art. Fourth wall. If official MetaZoo status effect indicators are within eyesight, place 6 indicators not being used into one hand. Hold all of the indicators in the palm of your hand, 1 foot above the middle of the arena with your palm facing down. Open your hand. Any beasties or artifacts touching any of the dropped indicators are dealt 50 damage. Any Terra page touching a dropped indicator becomes a Cosmic Terra and loses all effects until that Terra page leaves the arena. Remove all indicators dropped in the arena by this effect. Pretty self-explanatory.
I hate it.
I do too. Because it reminds me
so much
of the Magic where you were ripping cards and dropping stuff, and like the luck factor is so high. The strategy, like the actual strategery of getting things, I don't know. It's just so random.
It is, and I would like to call this card Argument in a Bottle, because anytime this gets used, the opponent's going to be like, Judge, like, was his hand flat? Was his hand flat or was it like this? Because that's not flat. He dropped it like this. That wasn't flat. He has to drop it flat. Oh, wait, they're not official MetaZoo indicators, Judge. One of those wasn't an official MetaZoo. Like, I can just see this turning into such a mess.
Also,
I've already heard people
it's not like it's your opponent's. It's any.
Yeah, no, it's any. So you could screw yourself, which is why people are going to be trying to drop it on the opponent's side, but it says it has to be in the middle of the arena and it has to be 1 foot above the table.
The way to make this go in your direction is to have some like sweaty hands. So you do everything right and then you like flick in their direction and you hope to get...
But or like you play your whole board, you play like all the way back. You play it like right in front of you,
planning
so that
on this,
if you drop over the middle, it won't affect your stuff.
Also, though, it's only 6 indicators, and the chance of it hitting a card, I don't know. I think this is just a fun card for fun, but I can't see anyone actually playing this. And
I have 0 interest in this card.
Yeah, me too. But I do like the art. All right, moving on. We have the spell Birth of the Sun, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 flame. Contract and treat this spell as a daytime special Terra page with the effect Arena. The first beastie deity contracted each turn costs 1 less to contract. Light beasties deal +10 attack damage. Cool.
Love it. Yeah. Absolutely love this card.
Clean.
Yes, this is a fantastic 2-drop, and it's going to help you pay for all those weird deity costs I was talking about earlier, the strange combinations. This is going to help you pay for all of those because it's just going to reduce one of them. And then light beasties, that's not non-token, that's all light beasties. So all your stained glass tokens with the light elementals, they're going to be dealing extra damage. Yeah, I love Birth of the Sun.
Great. Moving on, we have the spell Ghost Dance, 2 per spellbook. Contraction cost 3 spirit, bookmark 3. You must place a spirit beastie from your chapter into the afterlife or place your chapter into the afterlife. Until the end of this turn, you may contract a spirit beastie from your afterlife awakened and immediately declare an attack with it.
This is probably the best spirit spell they've given us since Morpheus. This thing is so insane because you get to bookmark 3, and I guarantee you, if you're playing a spirit deck that's paying 3 spirit aura for this spell, you will have a spirit beastie to put into the afterlife. And when you do that, it means you just bookmarked 3.
I wouldn't guarantee, but the likelihood is high.
Yeah, and then until the end of the turn, you can contract spirit beastie from your afterlife, so you're not even losing that card. So you're just putting it in the afterlife, and then you get to cast it.
You just need to have it. You just need to have it in your hand. So don't play it if you don't have it, and then you're fine.
Exactly.
Don't hope that you draw it. Just have it in your hand already, and then everything works in your favor. If you don't lose anything, you get 3. It's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have the Artifact Giant's Blood, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 Earth, life points 10, has the
equipment.
Equip this artifact to target beastie. If equipped beastie is not a beastie giant, it gains plus 80 LP. Loses its traits and cannot gain traits. If equipped beastie is a beastie giant, it gains plus 80 LP and plus 80 attack damage. This is so powerful.
Yeah, it's super
I mean,
powerful.
Tehihan and this giant deck go.
Yeah, no, they do. That's really it. They go hard. And the fact that it gives the plus 80 LP and the plus 80 attack damage if it's a giant, it also doesn't take away their traits. So if you put it on a giant, this is just crazy. But even on another beastie, you know, throw this on a Gumbaroo, give it like plus 80 LP. You know, I just think this is so much fun. You can make such broken combinations with it.
Dude. 2 for plus 80?
Yeah, throw it on
That's
a Kinderhook.
That's a cheaper power-up red. Who cares if you don't have traits?
Throw it on a Kinderhook, you know? He'll swing for 160 more damage.
Dude, this is nuts. 4?
Yeah.
God, these games are going to get so much faster. I love it. I'm going to play this card forever now. In every deck, I'm going to play it. Why wouldn't I? All right.
Card.
Artifact, Pot of Stagnation, 3 per spell book. Contraction cost 2 earth, life points 55, has stone skin. Stall is the power. Fatigue this artifact. Target aura page does not awaken at the start of its controller's next turn.
Yep.
This is another card I would play all the time.
Yeah,
this is such an annoying card. I love it. You have to attack it, and if you get out early, you might be able to slow them down enough that they can't get beasties out in time.
It's pretty gross, man. Yeah, I mean, combining with Cement Worm, you could really have a board lock deck.
Yeah, I like it. Next up, we have the artifact Igloo, 4 per spellbook. Contraction cost 2 frost. Life point 65. Has the trap, convert, and defender trait. When flipped, place attacking beastie under this artifact and end combat. At the start of the next turn, if that beastie is under this artifact, place that beastie into the arena inflicted with 2 frost. Fourth wall arena effect, if you are wearing a parka, all spells with an aura cost of 3 or less cost 1 additional neutral to contract.
This is more of that frost control. Like I really like that they're starting to make a theme with frost that it increases the cost of spells. So like Amacook increases the cost of stuff. Plus this Igloo will not only shut down an attack and keep that beastie locked up for a turn, but it will permanently increase, or what is it? Or cost of 3. Yeah, cost 1 additional to contract. So it'll increase the cost of things that cost 3 or less.
Also, does not say it does not stack. So you could have something that costs. It does?
It does. No, I mean, it does stack.
It does not.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does stack.
Meaning you could have 4 out and make them cost 4 additional neutral.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have the artifact Squash, Blossom, Necklace, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2, water, life points 80. Fourth wall, you must be wearing turquoise jewelry to contract this page. Arena effect, casters bookmark 1 additional page at the start of their turns. Whenever a caster contracts their first spell during their turn, all opposing casters bookmark 1.
This is crazy.
Destroyed, all casters bookmark 1 and create a turquoise frog token, 10 LP, water artifact with convert. I love this card.
Yeah, this is, you know,
wow.
This is like an all gas, no breaks card. Everybody's going to be drawing more.
Let's go.
And whoever plays the first spell, the opponent's going to get to draw another one.
Bro, 4 of these in the arena and everyone's bookmarking, what, 5 cards a turn?
Yeah, this is what you'd want to play with Rainmaking. That spell that makes you draw 2 and then you win, or you lose if you run out of cards.
Right.
This is going to play into that. Yeah.
All right. Artifact, hey, bookmark. Is it target caster or you, like, just automatically draw cards?
What's that?
The actual card, the spell bookmark?
Oh, it's you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Artifact, I wanted to make the opposing person draw for a second.
Yeah.
But you can make it just a giant deck and just plan on it.
Yeah.
And New Year's New Beginnings and all that. And anyway, Artifact, the Jewel of Yucatina, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2, light, life point 60, has the equipment and convert trait. Upon contraction, when this page enters the arena, declare a tribe. Arena, beasties with the declared tribe cannot be targeted by spells. The warrior is the power. Fatigue this artifact. Equip this page to target beastie. Equip beastie gains the effect Arena. When you declare an attack with this beastie, if the primary defender has an aura cost of 3 or less, destroy that beastie after resolving combat. Woo!
Yeah, so a lot going on here. This is how you would protect your Uctinas from hateful demises. They just come out and you declare it Snake Tribe, and then they couldn't be targeted by spells.
Okay.
And then if you decide to use the power to equip it, this wouldn't equip when you contract it. You would use the power to equip it. But then, yeah, the equipped beastie gets that attack. You declare an attack with it, and if the primary defender has an aura cost of 3 or less, it's automatically destroyed after combat.
Wow.
Keyword after combat, but still, this thing's great. I think it's a solid artifact for a 2-drop, 3 per spellbook, plus it has convert. This thing does plenty.
Dope. All right, moving on. We have the artifact Battle Rug of Pieza Bird and Quetzalcoatlus. 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 flame, life points 110. Arena effect at the start of your turn. If this artifact has less than 3 story counters on it, place a story counter on this artifact. Wings and Flames, the power, fatigue this artifact, activate the following effects X times, where X is the number of story counters on this artifact. Awaken a beastie you control with flying and declare an attack with it. Destroy this artifact. So you could, oh my goodness, if I'm thinking right, you get Kets or whoever you out there.
Yep.
And you load this thing up with story counters, and you have all the attacks for every story counter.
Yep. Now it's maximum of 3, but still.
That's still
3's
3
a lot.
additional attacks.
3's a lot.
And it doesn't seem hard to get it. And
not.
110 is a nice amount to make it survive until you can do it.
Yes.
Wow, I love this.
I so love this card.
Me too.
I love this card so much.
All right. We both love this card.
Yes.
Wow, we got a lot of rares.
Mhm.
Artifact Medicine Stick, 3 per spell, but contraction cost 2 for us, life point 70. Upon contraction, remove all status effect indicators from all beasties and casters in the arena. Love it. Completely changing the game.
Yep.
Bless is the power. Fatigue this artifact. You may remove all status effect indicators from target beastie or caster. Generate 2 for us. This is too good.
Such a good card. It's crazy good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Will be played a lot. Artifact Dreamcatcher, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 spirit, life points 20 as a trap and spirit trait. 4th wall effect, if a Dreamcatcher is within eyesight or if you control a beastie chibi, you may flip this page face up at any time. Upon being flipped, reduce all combat damage you and beasties you control are dealt this turn to 0. An arena effect, if all beasties you control have spirit, opposing caster cannot deal more than 200 damage to you each turn.
Yeah.
Pretty,
This is really
pretty
good.
powerful.
It's basically Fog. If you've played Magic the Gathering, it's
Yeah.
going to just shut down all combat damage for the turn. And then, yeah, it hangs around. And if all beasties you control have spirit, which chances are if you're playing a spirit deck,
Why not?
you've gone that
If you're
direction.
playing this card, you're going to do it.
They can't deal you more than 200 damage per turn, which is a lot of damage, but, you know, we've seen much more deadly.
Come on. And
yeah, we've
especially
seen more
imagine
damage
going to
than
the
that.
towers and playing this.
Right.
So you just slow everything down to
Yeah.
like a base rate of 200.
It's a great card.
I like it. Next up, we have the rare Frozen Karn Fusion Aura, 2 per spellbook. You may fatigue this page to generate 1 Frost or 1 Earth.
Yep.
Arena, this page is considered a basic aura page in addition to its page
Yeah,
type.
so you'll see several of these guys. So we've got Frost Earth as one combination.
Let's just keep going.
Yep.
Then
we've
next
got
up,
Earth,
same thing.
Lightning as the next one. Same
Amazing.
card.
Next
Then
up.
we've got Flame Earth
Woo!
as the next card. Cosmic Earth.
Yep.
Light Earth. See a theme here? Dark Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Forest Earth. That's a great one. Spirit Earth.
Wow.
Water Earth.
Mud.
And that's it.
And that's
So,
it. All right, guys.
all the combinations with Earth, guys. Pretty cool.
Wow. And that concludes the first part of our native set review, covering all the rares, and we will move on to the additional aura types as we move forward.
Yeah, man.
Guys,
Gotta say,
wow.
guys, this set is awesome. Like, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little let down by Seance. Seance didn't give me a lot to work with. We got some cool cards, but it wasn't really like meta changing too much. Native is changing everything. This is a fantastic set. There are Quetz killers. There are frog killers. They've given us a new Wendigo. We've got trap mechanics. We've got these deity mechanics that are going to take some serious time to explore all of these aura combinations.
Dude, there's
And
a lot
yeah,
of power in here.
All hail Piazza Bird is, I think that's where I'm going to end.
New
All hail
win
Piazza Bird.
conditions. All hail Piazza Bird,
Mhm.
as always.
Anyway,
Forever.
guys, we love you. We love you so much. Thank you for watching. Like he said, we're going to continue this set review and move into the uncommons and the commons and get through the whole darn thing. But that's it for today. We will see you next time on
Another episode of
MetaBroz.
Later, guys.
Later.